Since I was a child, I had these haunting memories of a woman called Rachel, a woman I didn't know anything about.
Marty Vargas was born somewhere out there, and his relatives in South Philadelphia knew they had to intervene.
They had found me sleeping in the snow with my mom, and that was quite interesting, and it was always kept a secret.
He was taken to California and raised by an adoptive family and told little about Rachel Broncolasso, who was becoming a fixture on the streets near the Italian market, her picture even framed in a store window.
What I found out is that my mother was homeless, living in the streets for about 23 years at the time.
This was your mom's block?
Yeah, from here on down.
But years later, a grown Marty Vargas would come back east to begin a search he wanted to document.
And of course, we came down 9th Street over here, through deserted alleyways, looking under, different crevices in the alleys and so forth, hoping to find her.
And there, in a homeless shelter, Marty and a cousin found her.
I remember Joanne taking my hand and taking my mom's hand and saying, "Aunt Ray, this is your son Marty." So I got up, I hugged her, I kissed her, tried to assure her, yes, this is real, but she kept on just staring at me.
It didn't start out as the storybook reunion Marty envisioned. In the coming months, his mother's mental illness and distrust from the street pushed him away.
My plan was to kidnap her. And so we drugged her coffee. She fell asleep. I signaled for a car. The car rolled up. We grabbed her, rushed her towards the car, and she broke loose on us. She started yelling and screaming, "I'm not going to go."
But Rachel eventually did live with Marty for the last 6 years of her life, learning about her son.
And she was so happy.
When Rachel Broncolasso died in 2004, her son began working on a documentary about when Marty met Rachel.
She changed. It was a real miracle. She became a lovable, kind, wonderful individual. And so I believe everyone needs to see that type of story, that type of hope.
In South Philadelphia, I'm Doug Schimel, NBC 10 News.